Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a really exciting video for you, and this is because I speak all about the dupes. The dupes that I'm going to talk about today are mostly the dupes for the high-end makeup that I'm currently using, and also those are my favorite products that I'm using. So as I mentioned on some of my previous videos, I recently bought another storage for my makeup, so I was forced to reorganize the drawers, and in this way I have found some other products that I almost forgot about them, and among them I found some dupes for the favorite products that I'm currently using. So this is nothing that I went outside to purchase, it's everything that I had already in my collection, and I'm really excited to show them here on this video. I also applied them on my face, so half of my face is high-end, half of my face is drugstore, excepting one product. And also, if you want to see what are the dupes for my favorite high-end products, just keep watching. Okay, so if you guessed that, on my left side of the face I have the high-end products, and on the right side of the face I have the drugstore dupes, then you are correct. Let's start with the first product that I applied. My favorite pore blurring primer, it is the Benefit Professional Pearl Primer. So this is by far the primer that smooths your pores. It's better than the Benefit, the original one, and I have it in travel size. This is no joke, even with my pores. Of course you cannot see this on my hand. In this product I didn't make a demo for it just because I was thinking to do this after I applied the primer and the foundation, but however I found that the dupe on my collection is Prime and Fine Poreless Blur Primer, and they are even the same consistency, just the Benefit one, it's a bit more pink. I don't know if you are able to see because I already smudged it on my hand. Both products are blurring the pores, both have the same consistency and give you almost the same effect. I find the Benefit one to be a bit more blurring than the actual Catrice, but I don't mind to apply more of the Catrice product if I need. So if I apply more of this product, I get the same effect just by using a small size of the Benefit one. Next product, it is one of my favorite foundation, and this is by Lancome. Is Tint Idol Ultra Wear Stick. I have it in the shade 005 Beige Nude, and I used the crap out of it. So this is how much I have left. I'm trying to finish it during this year. So the dupe that I have found, it is by L'Oreal, and this Infallible Longwear Shaping Stick. In this I have it in another shade, I have it in 160 Sable, and there are some shade differences. You can see the L'Oreal one, it's darker than the Lancome, but they have the same texture. They are like a butter on your skin. They are spreading like a dream. They are long wearing and are controlling my oil production really well. When I'm wearing any of these foundation, my face is looking nice, matte, and I don't get foundation collected on my pores, or is not rubbing out of my chin or out of my nose, which is usually happening. I can wear them even without a primer. So I'm really happy that the actual L'Oreal Infallible Stick, it is a dupe for my high-end Lancome foundation. I have mentioned on my previous videos that I'm really chuffed to my Mercier Caviar stick eye color. I have it in the shade Amethyst. It's a really nice taupey shade. You can use it just alone on your eyes, just smudge it with your finger or with your brush, and you are set to go. Also, it's long wearing. Once you apply it, it will set in a few seconds, so you have only a short time to work with the product before it will actually set. The dupe that I have in my collection, this I actually bought it by purpose because I wanted to do a wear test video, which I didn't manage to film, so it was intentional. It is by Rimmel, Magnif'Eyes eyeshadow in shade, I have no idea which shade it is, but look how close are the swatches. The Mercier is the one downside, and the Rimmel it's upside. I find the Mercier it's a bit more warm tone, more toward rosy or toward mauvey, whilst the Rimmel it has more brown to it, but on your actual eyes this is not noticeable. And as a bonus, the Rimmel it's also coming with a nice kohl liner, so you can line your eyes with that or smudge it underneath if you want to get more definition, or either in your waterline. Speaking about eyeliner, I think you are all get sick of me speaking about the Clinique Pretty Easy Liquid Eyelining Pen. I have it in the shade black, and this I have opened it from almost 1 year, and it's still juicy, still true to the color. It has a brush tip, which is my preferable tip for this kind of liquid pencil. It is a dream to apply it really easy. One swipe it's enough to have a defined and precise wing. The dupe that I have, it is by Physicians Formula. Unfortunately, I have it now in the shade brown because I finished the black one maybe a year or almost a year ago, and I didn't repurchase it. I repurchased in a brown just because I wanted to try to see how is this color. I was getting too many black liquid liners in my beauty boxes. I want to have a change. So those brushes are almost similar. The Clinique one, it's a bit shorter though, but you get the same effect. This is the only product that I didn't make a demo because I couldn't go outside with one liner brown and one liner black. I would have looked a bit strange. Amazing product for the money. I think this is around 9 or 10 bucks on iherb. Highly recommend for those of you who are into the brush tip. I have a concealer which I haven't used so much on my channel. Maybe I used it a couple of times when I bought it. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I have it in the shade Vanilla, and this, when I bought it, it was a bit drier for me. Maybe this was because I bought this product after my summer vacation last year and my skin was a bit dehydrated, but I found that the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, it's almost a dupe for the Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. The shade difference, it's a bit visible. I found the NARS on shade Vanilla, it's a bit more rosy comparing with the Catrice on shade Porcelain, which is a bit more neutral. However, I still prefer my Catrice. I haven't found yet a product that will surpass the actual Catrice, but this is a really closed dupe. So in this case I will show you a high-end dupe for the drugstore. The Catrice one has a scent which someone recently pointed out that is a paint scent. I am not getting bothered about this scent, but I have seen other people on YouTube complaining, among them Emily Noel, that this scent is a bit bothering. Maybe it's normal for her because she's pregnant, so I remember how I was during my pregnancy, some smells I couldn't stand at all. So if you are really sensitive on this product and you used to love it but you are pregnant and you cannot get the same pleasure on using it, then I recommend you to use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, because it's really amazing, stays all day without creasing if you are setting it with a good translucent setting powder. About we will speak in a moment. I used almost completely my By3 Hyaluronic Hydra powder, which is by far my favorite setting powder for my under eye area, because it sets the concealer but it doesn't dry out my under eye area and doesn't make my concealer too crease. Recently I have discovered that a really good dupe for this powder is my Maybelline Magnif'Eyes Setting and Perfecting Loose Powder. So those have almost the same ingredients, just the difference is that the Maybelline one doesn't contain the hyaluron, so this doesn't lock in so much moisture. But if you use a more creamy concealer, like is this Coverage one from Catrice, this is really creamy, and your under eye area is not so dehydrated, or if you can use a oil or some hydration underneath, then you have no problem to set it with this powder, because it will not crease, it will not set your fine lines if you have more texture underneath your eyes. It's really affordable and you get a lot of products for the full size. I have two brow products. They are not exactly brow products, but they are helping to enhance or to highlight your brows. So first is this Benefit Highbrow Highlighting Pencil, which looks like this. And this is your creamy, rosy highlighting pencil that you use to shape your brows. I also use it when I do some mistakes on my brows. I put too much powder or whatever product I'm using and I need to correct. Instead of using concealer, which I find it more messy, I use this crayon, and it will conceal my small mistakes, also will highlight my brow bones and give me a nice shape to my brows. The dupe that I have in my collection is the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Highlighter, which is this pencil. I used to use it on my waterline to highlight my waterline, but I was really amazed to see when I'm using it on the brow, it has almost the same effect like the Benefit. Now this is not that creamier than the Benefit one, and for this reason it's more suitable for using on your waterline, because I didn't try to use the Benefit on my waterline, but I suppose it will disappear sooner. However, this is really good for your under eye area, but the main purpose of this product is to highlight your brow and to shape it, curve it, whatever you want. So this is a really good dupe for the Benefit Highbrow. The next dupe, I'm really proud of it. This is one of my favorite high-end products. This is the Makeup Forever Artist Face Color in shade S112. So this is my favorite sculpting powder. The dupe that I have in my collection, it is by Physicians Formula, and is the Butter Bronzer. Now, the only difference is that the Physicians Formula product, it is in a light bronzer and it's a bit lighter and a bit more warmer than the actual Makeup Forever one, but the texture and the overall sensation application of those products, it's really similar. Also, the difference is that this has a nice strong coconut scent, which some people doesn't like, whilst the Makeup Forever doesn't have any scent. So those products are really dupes in texture and the way they are applying on your face. They are basically foolproof, so you can go wrong with them, whatever is your level of your makeup skills. Those are amazing. And speaking about Makeup Forever, so I have a dupe for this Artist Face Color Blush in shade B302. I keep them both on the palette from Makeup Forever. Those palettes are really affordable, so I need to order few more palettes in different sizes from Sephora. So the dupe that I have for this blush, Artist Face Color, I said, it is by Model Co. in the shade Peach Bellini. This is a bit more toward coral, whilst the Makeup Forever is a bit more pink, but on the face they are not noticeable. So I'm really proud that I found a dupe for my favorite makeup brand. I'm really big fan of the Mercier by The Balm. This is my perfect highlighter shade. It melts into your skin, it gives you a nice subtle glow, it's not chalky, it's lasting a long time in your cheek, and the shade is perfection for me. It's like butter. This is for me a cult product. And the dupe that I have, you'll be surprised, but it's an actual eyeshadow single, and is by Makeup Geek. Is it called Shima Shima. Now, the texture is a bit more denser, as you can see. However, if you use a light hand, which I didn't do today on my demo, you'll have the same effect from those two products. So no need to splurge on the Mercier if you already own on your collection the Shima Shima eyeshadow by Makeup Geek. Now there is a funny part with the lipsticks, because I have more. The dupe that I'm more proud that I found is for my NARS Anita. This is as much I have left, and the dupe that I found on my collection as a shade is not exactly the same texture, but as a color is the Maybelline Color Drama Intense Lip Paint. I have it in the shade 16 Stripped Down. But on the lips you cannot tell the difference, because they are really the same shade. Just, I repeat, this has more sheen, whilst the NARS, it's more satin. It's not matte, completely matte, it's more satin. Of course, I prefer more my NARS, and I'm not sure, I think I might repurchase it. I'm afraid they will discontinue, because I have another high-end lipstick that is dupe for this. I'm really chuffed on my Urban Decay Comfort Matte lipstick in the shade Criminal. This is a nice reddish, this is a nice pink, sorry, shade, which looks like this. It's a matte and it's really long wearing. It's cooler in tone than the NARS Audacious lipstick, and looks different on your lips, even though they might look, they are swatching similar, on the lips are looking different. The actual dupe that I have on my collection is by Milani in shade 74, Matte Darling. I don't know exactly what's the name of this lip, how it's called. I will have a look and put it on the screen. The only difference is also on the texture. The Milani one, it's a bit more matter, more drier as a formula. But on the actual swatch and on the lips, they are looking identically. And the final lipstick dupe that I have is also a lipstick about I haven't speak so much on my channel. It's by MAC. Is the Craving Amplified. Is this nice, almost berry shade. It's more richer pink, has more red. So this is the MAC one. The dupe that I have in my collection, it's by Essence. It's called Velvet Matte Lipstick in shade 04. So I will swatch it on the top because I have no place. So this is the Essence on the top, and on the bottom it is the MAC. Now the MAC, it's a bit darker, but I'll repeat again, they are the same on the lips. So as a funny side note, the Essence one, it's more creamier but long-lasting formula than the actual MAC one it is. You can tell almost the difference just looking at them. Okay, here we go. 35 minutes of filming. Another long video, but I was expecting to be a long video when speaking about dupes. Let me know if you enjoy this kind of videos, and if you do so, I will try to find even more dupes for you. I haven't come with a dupe for mascara or for brow pencils because there are so many dupes available. Before we are finishing, I want to show you one product, and I will like to ask you for help if you can find a dupe for me. So the product that I have from 5 years, and I'm trying to find a dupe for it. It is the Zoeva crease brush, the number 228. This brush, it's like no other brush that I have in my collection. I have almost all the Zoeva 228 Luxe Crease or crease brush, so there is that. There is no 228 Zoeva brush to not be in my collection. I also bought other brushes. I have some from Ebelin or Sigma, but as much as I've tried, I also tried MAC brushes. I don't have any MAC brush, but I was to their counter and I was trying their brushes. There is no brush to be as good as is this Zoeva 228 crease brush. This brush is discontinued. I think it was available for a short period of time. I have no idea why they discontinued it. This brush looks perfect. However, I'm not using it so much on my videos. 1, because it's discontinued, and 2, because I want to protect it more. You know, when you love something, when you have a very good and favorite pair of shoes and you don't want to wear them out too much. So this is my story with the Zoeva 228 crease brush. So let me know if you have a good crease brush that looks like this. Let me know in your comments down below, and I'll be really thankful for that. Okay, so this is my first dupe video that I made, and for sure I will like to continue on this pattern. So from this reason, let me know in your comments down below if you enjoyed this kind of video. What are your opinion about the product that I was speaking about? Also, if you know someone who can benefit from this video, please share it with them. Please share it on your social media as well. And also, if you will subscribe before you leave, I would like to thank you in advance. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support, for your comment, for just being here and yeah, supporting my channel. It's helping me really, really much. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I will put on the screen some other videos that I will recommend you to check. And other than that, I will see you again really, really soon.